150 hectares, of which 75 are located 47 kilometers from Dakar. We are in the commune of Keur Moussa. It is here that 2,500 people have been relocated for the construction of the new Senegal airport, the AIBD, Blaise Diagne International Airport. A total of 342 housing units were built on 75 hectares of land for 342 families from 2 villages and 2 hamlets of the airport site. The AIBD resettlement site, in addition to housing, also benefits from all the basic social services: school, health units, places of worship, social collective center, market, stadium, among others. We had problems moving here because all our lives we've never thought of leaving our village one day. But since we've been here, we have realized that it's much better. We do not regret this change. We had no water before and no electricity. And you know that without water or electricity, you have nothing, finally. Where we used to live, there was no water, no road, not even electricity. With these shortcomings, it was difficult for the children to study. Today we have it all, and the conditions of study are better for our children.
All commitments made by the AIBD towards the populations are gradually being honored. We understand that everything cannot be done at once, and if I had to name the losses suffered, out of 8, 6 were compensated. In any event, they did a lot for us.
We have scheduled an action plan by October, before the opening of the airport, so that everything will be put in place in direct relation with the management committee of the relocation site, which will support in the capacity building program that enables them to take their destiny into their own hands. Because, as often said, what we would like to see is that the airport becomes an opportunity for these populations. At 4 kilometers from the site the populations were transferred to, the decoration is quite different. The international airport Blaise Diagne has finished taking shape on 4,500 hectares. All that remains is some finishing and embellishment work that is in progress, as well as the latest adjustments related to the management of the airport platform. It is in this context that the check-in officers are trained in the management of passengers' recordings, to familiarize them with the new system installed at the AIBD. Here we have the latest generation of airports with adequate facilities, new equipment. Since this morning, we are in the process of training in relation to the DCS, the registration systems that we will use once we have reached this level, for example.
Une fois, par exemple, arrivé ici. Depuis la conception, nous avons ciblé un niveau.
From conception, we have targeted a level called IATA. Let's say the levels are standardized by the IATA, and today there are 4 levels: A, B, C, D, and currently we are on B. Level B is a level that is above the normal, which is close to C. If you just look at the terminal, you will see that all facilities make it easy for the passenger to check in, do all activities, and get on the plane. You will see jet bridges, meaning from its arrival point, the passenger goes straight to the plane. So today, service quality is felt through spaces, through facilities, through the management of this infrastructure, which is a modern infrastructure.
La gestion de cette infrastructure qui est une infrastructure moderne.
AIBD aujourd'hui présente tous les atouts pour accroître
The AIBD now has all the assets to increase air traffic substantially. The AIBD now offers all the assets for the economic development of the region, not only of Senegal, but of all of West Africa. In terms of airport security, all the infrastructures have been set up so that everything can be accomplished without any difficulty. International standards at the ICAO level have been respected. They have been taken into account. The ASECNA has been invited to accompany the state of Senegal in the realization of this airport, in terms of site selection, in terms of monitoring standards, and currently in terms of security studies.
En termes donc de suivi des normes, en termes actuellement donc de l'étude de sécurité.
The AIBD is a passenger terminal of 42,000 square meters built on 2 levels, 6 jet bridges allowing direct access to the aircraft, a 50,000 tons cargo terminal per year, a runway capable of accommodating airplanes of the type A380, an integrated terminal for pilgrims, an independent presidential pavilion, a car park of 700 places, among others. The airport has a modern road network capable of registering 80,000 aircraft movements per year, which represents 9 aircraft movements per hour. The terminal will be able to accommodate up to 3 million passengers per year as soon as it is commissioned, and may reach up to 10 million passengers in the coming years because the construction of the airport is modular.
Nous avons projeté l'aéroport dans sa phase ultime.
We have projected the airport in its final phase, and we have decreased until we have reached the first module. That's what brings it to terminals 1, 2, 3 or ABC. We have started with a first terminal, which we know can contain 3 million passengers, but the actual sizing is 3.6 million passengers. So we have at least a few years ahead of us to be able to start these investments relating to the extensions. It is clear and obvious that we are ambitious. Senegal has ambition, and if by any chance our traffic forecast is much more interesting, we have the means to start these extensions at any time.
Le mécanisme de financement de l'aéroport international.
The funding mechanism of Blaise Diagne International Airport is based on an innovation with royalty fee for the development of airport infrastructure. I did say innovation because the royalty is made to remunerate an existing service. In this case, this is an upcoming service that passengers using airport infrastructure pay for the future. For possible project extensions, it will certainly be opportunities because we have been able to demonstrate with the RDIA mechanism that we can raise big funding without impacting the state budget and realize beautiful things like what you have just seen with this airport. In its development forecast for the Blaise Diagne International Airport, Senegal expects to reach a capacity of 20 million passengers per year. The ambition is to make the country a hub and preferential point of technical stopover on the continent for the air traffic of Africa, Europe and the Americas.
There is a strategy which has been maturing, a highly effective strategy, I believe. It is built around a model of economic development. This is obviously a modern airport. We have it today. You did visit it, I think. But we also have a construction site, a national company that is Air Senegal. This national company will allow us to drain all the traffic of the sub-region going to Dakar. The third element is having a maintenance center. This will make it possible to choose right away, and Dakar has major advantages because it once housed the maintenance center of Air Afrique. So we have the expertise, we have the experience, but in the end, as we have said earlier, in the Axis 2 of the Senegal Emerging Plan, we also want to build an institute of port and airport training skills.
The realization of the AIBD also meets the ambition to relieve congestion in the city of Dakar and thus promote better land management, with a special economic zone of Diamniadio, about 40 kilometers from Dakar. The large conference center built in Diamniadio, which is about 10 kilometers from Diass, the location of the AIBD, will be part of the assets of this zone which will make it a dynamic economic center capable of supporting the growth and development of the future airport. In addition, the fisheries and horticultural sectors are part of the potential of the zone and should be boosted to create jobs for young people.
Comme j'aime à le dire, nous ne bâtissons pas seulement un aéroport. Nous sommes en train de construire un véritable pôle économique.
As I love to say it, we are not only building an airport. We are building a real economic pole in western Senegal, which includes Thiès, Diamniadio and Mbour. This triangle, whose territorial resource will be the Blaise Diagne International Airport, which is backed by the economic and special zone, where we will bring many companies from all over the world, but also you have the great pole of Diamniadio.
Mais également, vous avez le grand pôle de Diamniadio. Ce pôle de Diamniadio où nous voulons avoir un camping universitaire.
This pole of Diamniadio, where we want to have a renowned university campus, where we want to have a Dakar medical city and bring old people from around the world to seek treatment, where we want to have a business center, where a lot of renowned international companies, large firms, will choose to have their conferences in, or even choose to set their headquarters offices there. All this, obviously, cannot be done without a modern airport where a person can come quietly and live safely.
Ne peut se faire sans un aéroport moderne où l'individu peut venir tranquillement et repartir en toute sécurité.
Operation of the Blaise Diagne International Airport should therefore provide prospects for the development policy of the tourism sector, the aim of which is to make Senegal a privileged destination. Moreover, the AIBD will bring visitors from Senegal closer to the tourist areas of the country, such as the seaside resort of Saly, Portugal, and the seaside resorts of Mbodiène, Pointe Sarène, and Joal. This will be facilitated by a network of road and rail transport, representing an investment of several hundred billion CFA francs.
Une seule remarque. 100 milliards de pertes du fait.
Just one comment. 100 billion loss from the simple traffic congestion of Dakar. We are spending 500 billion on that area, and that means that in 5 years we will have the depreciation. This area will allow you to come and go from Dakar to AIBD in peace, but before we have this arsenal of motorways which allows us to go from Dakar to Blaise Diagne International Airport, to leave this international airport towards Thiès and towards Touba.
D'aller à partir de cet aéroport vers les secteurs touristiques.
To go from this airport to the tourist areas of Saly, Mbour, and tomorrow a continuation towards Fatick and to Kaolack. We believe that this network, composed of motorways and railways, will allow, I think, to have a quiet transport from Dakar to AIBD and AIBD inland.
Transport tranquille de Dakar à AIBD et de AIBD vers l'intérieur du pays.
Blaise Diagne International Airport will be operational in December 2017.